Good afternoon, and this is your final challenge for Miss Lewis and Miss Wynn. We are going to do the bottle rocket investigation, and basically, we're going to launch bottle rockets. All right, the purpose of this is to see who can craft a rocket. Their group can craft a rocket that will stay in the air for the longest amount of time. There are going to be tons of variables, but the one variable that we are keeping the same throughout is the size of our basic bottle rocket. We're all going to have 1 liter of a soda bottle that has not been tampered with. No cutting, no puncturing, no nothing. That liter bottle will be our pressure chamber. The dependent variable, instead of traveling down the football field, we're going to time how long it stays in the air. All right, the procedure. You do need to write down what you're using to build it. We've already, like I know Miss Lewis's class has already started drawing pictures of what they want to do and labeling, but everybody will need to have a team name. They will need to have a theme for their bottle rocket, and then they'll need to launch their rocket. For the data, we hope to be able to get a test rocket in there to see if the fins work, to see if we can get it all done by Friday, like on Friday, or else possibly on Monday, and then have our final rocket challenge on next Wednesday. Modifying: if you launch a rocket on Friday or Monday and it doesn't go well, obviously you can take it back and rebuild it. And that we want you to write down how you modified it, how you modified the bottle, what changes did you make, and what do you hope to accomplish with those changes. All right, background information. The main thing that you need to know is we all have this main part of the rocket is the 1 liter bottle. This liter bottle is empty, just like our soda. It has to be a soda bottle because they have a specific kind of plastic that can withstand that pressure. So this soda bottle is actually upside down from what we need to accomplish for our bottle rockets. You cannot pull anything off that's going to rip. You cannot cut this bottle. It has to stay, because if you think about it, imagine having soda in this bottle. You don't want to puncture anything because you don't want to crack the plastic and then have that gas seep out. That pressure, that gas and that water pressure is going to make the bottle go. I also strongly encourage you not to use any super glue. Definitely not hot glue, because it's going to melt the plastic and then it will not be able to fly. All right, the nose cone. There are several different types of nose cones you can have. The first one is one I use on my pencil rocket, and that is the flounder nose cone. You can easily do this by just cutting out a circle out of your construction paper, poster board, and making it into a cone. It's very easy. This is the Bertha cone, and this is where you use the exact same size bottle. You don't cut your original bottle. You actually get another bottle that's the exact same size, and you just place it on top. You see how the original 1 liter bottle is upside down. We're going to pump the air and the water through the bottom, and then we pull the trigger, it's going to shoot off. So the other bottle is just cut in half and it's placed on top, and boom. It's very similar to the cone, the flounder, but it's more stable than that. This takes the next level to the Bertha. You start out with the original pressure chamber. You have the top half of the 2 liter bottle attached to it, and then you have like a space needle. You can use I've seen swim noodles, I've seen toilet paper rolls, wrapping paper rolls, and then of course on the top there's got to be something round. Tennis balls, not golf balls. You don't want anything that heavy. Plastic eggs. So I've had some people use just tissue, like a wrapping paper type tissue rolled up in a ball. That works as well. They also said the I've seen plastic eggs fit as well into the Space Needle. The fins. You can have several different shapes of fins, but you need to know you need at least 3 fins. My pencil did not have 3 fins because I had those 2 crayons on the side. So they that includes 4 fins on my rocket. So, but your fins, you want to be able to decrease the amount of drag. So the shape of the fin is very important. I suggest that you and your group think of 4 different types of fins that you can have on your rocket, and then test them out on either Friday or Monday. Here's a list of materials. how many fins do you need? I already said you need 3 fins. 4. There's no maximum number of fins, but I've seen some rockets that have fins that go all the way up. They have different layers of fins, but if you have too much weight, then it's not going to be productive for your rocket. We will talk to you about where to place your fins on your rocket when you're ready to start building. Attaching the fins, you will only use tape to attach the fins. All right, so this right here is your report rubric. This is what we're expecting you to do, but since it's the end of the year and you guys have been so successful, we are not going to make you do a report. The rubric that we're going to use just basically, how did you redesign it? That's where your data sheet is going to come in. What did you write down and saying that you redesigned? Your creativity. Do you have a theme? Attractiveness and craftsman. If you call yourself the DJ group or the ancient dinosaur group, but yet your rocket is just a plain bottle, you're not going to get the attractiveness and craftsmanship one. The successful launch. This is right here. Did it leave the launch pad? And when it leaves the launch pad, it does have to clear Miss Lewis. It has to go up at least 6 feet. And then, of course, launch participants. Participates appropriately on the launch day activities. We don't need any horse playing outside, and we want you to be able to use your time wisely in class. So if we got to mark you down, we will have to mark you down. So that is the end. Here are some extra bottle rockets that we've had in the past. This green and white one right here is 3 soda bottles high. Here's one that has a parachute right here in the middle. This one has blades on it, which is kind of cool because it was spinning when it was up. This one is heavy, very heavy, but it has a nose cone. This one did not have a nose cone. This one just had a regular bottle on top of it. Here are some very simple ones. These are smaller ones, but these are very simple ones that has a simple nose cone with a weight. The weight that they used here, I think, was like small little pebble rocks. And if you do choose to take on the next challenge, which would be to have an egg drop as well, if you want to have a parachute egg come out and you save that egg, you are more than welcome to. I will bring in 2 cases of eggs for those people who have designed their rocket for the egg drop. So that is your challenge. If you have any questions, please see Miss Lewis or Miss Wynn, and good luck. The first test launch will be on Friday.